Hello, welcome to We Draw Together. I'm Rhett.
I'm Savannah. I'm Bo Halsey.
And we're here for another We Draw Together. Today we're going to be drawing El Toro Loco.
Monster Jam.
Yes.
It's from Monster Jam. We've seen them before. Right, everybody?
Right. Okay, got something to draw with? Got something to draw on? Here we go. Turn your page sideways. Okay, so first thing you want to do, imagine your piece of paper is cut in half. This half and then this half down here. We're going to start by drawing two tires, and they're really big and they're on the lower half. And so I'm going to imagine that you have kind of like two squares. If you start as the halfway point as your guide, and you have a square right here and a square right here, that's what you're going to be drawing your circles inside of. I know I'm using the word squares and that's probably confusing, but a circle just fits perfectly in a square. So imagine putting a little mark somewhere at the halfway point here. I'm a little bit below it. And then somewhere over here where it looks like about the equal distance from here to here, then here to here. And then we're going to draw our circle out to the edge of the page, or close, down to the bottom of the edge, or pretty close.
Oh my gosh.
And then I'm going to use this little mark here and draw to that mark here and to this mark here. Circles are really hard to do, very, very hard to do. And so don't feel bad. Try a couple times. We just had to do it 3 times ourselves. I'm going to mark Bo's page for him. Here's about the halfway and then right about over here. So you're going to be drawing your circle to the edge and give it some good hump. A lot of people don't give it the hump that it needs, you know, where it has a lot of bulge in it. Bulge it out and all the way down. Same thing over here. I'm going to start with the curve at the bottom and go to this side, so that kind of sets me up with that curve to try to match it on the top. So I'm trying to match it on the top and then just trying to match it over here on this side. And you'll end up with circles that are great, Bo.
Bad.
With good, with bad, it takes a lot of practice to get a circle down. This is a very hard one. In fact, we're just trying to see if Bo and even Savannah at 7 years old can hang in there and draw this one. This is a kind of an advanced one. But it's going to be fun regardless, because you're going to get better the more you do it. Okay, now that you have your circles, now you're going to draw another circle on the inside. You're going to draw 4 circles. Look at how many I'm doing. 1, and then the next one's really close right here. 2, and then 3 and 4 inside each other. You're almost making like a target. That's very good. Nice. Same thing on the other one, yeah. Go ahead. 1. The next one is actually going to be pretty close to this one if you make it. The next one follow along.
Eyeballs.
Yeah, it looks like we have 2 eyeballs on our page. 3 and 4. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is right in the center at the top of the page. This would be the center, but now I'm going to move a little bit this way. So if you put where right in the center you think is, now move just a little bit this way, and we're going to draw a C like this. And look, it's not a huge C. See how big our tires are? See how small this C is?
Yes.
It's a C like that. Okay? That's a perfect size C, both of y'all. Okay, now you're going to draw this to a point over here. See how it goes down at an angle? This one comes up at an angle until they hit a point. If you can draw down at an angle on the top, up at an angle on the bottom, then you'll have your point. That's okay. You can even put a little point on the end like that, because the end of his horn is orange. Okay, now start at the top of where you started your C, and draw another one another line that follows that line like this, and it comes to, well, about the bottom of the C, but it doesn't touch anything on the bottom. It touches at the top, it doesn't touch on the bottom. And then you're going to go off of there, and you don't have to put this little part in here like this. You can just draw the straight line from there. And it's at an angle. See, it's not going straight up and down. It kind of comes at a little bit of an angle, and it's not a very long line either. See how far mine came down? It didn't come down very far. Okay, and now we're going to draw a straight line out to... It's going to come out this way. This is the back side of his pickup truck. And it's going to come not to the edge of the tire, probably right about in here. So I'm going to put a little mark. A little mark. Mine is going to be at a little bit of an angle up. Okay? And it's going to... That's my mark right there. Above this part of the tire. And it's going to come... Whoa, boom.
Wait, from right here?
Here, let's see. You're on the inside of your tire. So not the outside here. Right about here is where you put your mark. See, it's on the inside. And now draw a straight line over there to that.
This doesn't work too much.
Awesome.
Oh, sheesh.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Now, out here about halfway, almost to the edge of your horn. Well, in between. Halfway between the front side and the back side. I'm going to do a little mark there. This one's going to come down at an angle to, if you imagine a straight line coming across here, from here to here, it's going to come down to about here.
Right now it looks like a bird with no eyes.
And now another line that doesn't come to the edge. It just comes, not to the edge of your paper. It comes to stop before the edge.
Okay.
Or even if you want to stop inside the edge of the tire. Okay, and then that has a little hook like this. It curves down. Curves down.
Like a C.
Yep,
How
curves
do I
down
do
like
it?
a C. Just a little
Like
curve like this. Curve down.
I did it. Is mine
So you're
good?
going to curve yours down.
Okay. Is mine good?
Good, awesome. And then we're going to put another C on this, but it's a backward C. It's a C that goes like this. C. C the C. With a little C like that. You have to curve it out this way.
Is it his nose?
Yeah, that's his little nosy nose.
Don't say that. Be quiet.
Oh, I hear the snorting. It must be El Toro Loco.
From Spanish.
Okay, would you please do it?
He's right there.
Did you do your C? You did the curve, but now do the backwards C, a hump. Good. Okay, now let's go back to the back end and let's draw a straight line. It's just a short one. Just a short one like that. Okay, and then we're going to come in. We're going to start the bottom of it. And we're just going to do a short line.
Okay. That's really short.
Very short. And then you're going to draw, like almost like the shape of the top of the tire, a hump that comes like this.
Very short, eh?
And it's just coming to the end. It comes past the inside of your tire. See, it comes over here. You can pass your tire. Or like that. That's great. And then let's do another one over here. This one, actually, you have to do one more thing. Put a tiny little line on the bottom of this hump over here that comes straight down. And then it comes in just a little bit. Just like we did over here, it came in. We want to make it come in, and then we're going to do another curve over here that comes to the inside of the tire. Awesome. Okay, now you can, I can see that my line finished a little bit higher than this one. See, it's higher. I want to make these about even so that this will be a straight line that connects them. So if you need to straighten up the front or the back, bring the line down a little more.
Yeah, I did that.
Now we're going to draw 3 lines that start way up here and they go to the middle of your tire. 1, 2, 3.
1.
Oh, you're doing yours in the front.
Oh, sheesh.
But that's okay. We're going to do the same thing in the front. And they're at a little bit of an angle, see? And Bo, make yours a little bit farther apart from each other. You just did those 2 lines and it's almost like they're touching.
Mine was kind of like...
Good, Savannah.
So.
Good, that's good. And these things have a lot of suspension because they're giant and they have to go really high in the air and bounce around like toys. I mean, they have to have some super...
Well, they bounce around like bouncy balls.
Now we're going to draw another line, but this one on the outside, it just comes about halfway down, and then it just turns the corner, and it's just a little box. What? You can do yours right here. The line comes down, and it follows this line, and then it turns in.
Oh, mine.
You could make yours come out of here. That's fine.
Yeah.
Same thing over here. We can put another one. It just comes like this, about halfway down, and then it turns in, and doink. And then we can do one more of those, actually, on the front right here. But this one starts right here and ends right here. It just comes out, down, and in. Just kind of like a little rectangle.
I did it.
Good, good. Okay, now the lines that we made, the 3 that were together, now draw these lines that start on the outside and they end on the outside. Can you stop hitting the table that we're trying to draw on? See how they go like that? They hit, they go. You can pass the lines on both sides. And I'm going to do it again here. You come outside those lines. You can pass them.
Like that?
Yeah. Good. Keep doing those all the way down, the whole thing.
Like this?
Perfect. Those are the giant mega springs. That's what suspension is. Our springs to be like cushions so it doesn't, it's not hard and rigid and jam the tire up into the truck the first jump it goes over.
Yeah.
Now we're going to draw the engine, and that's going to start up here in this is called the wheel well, the well where the wheel is. This is going to be a straight line. It comes straight down. It passes the bottom of your truck just a little. And then over here, there's another line that comes out of the bottom of your truck, and this is just a square. It's a square that is hidden by... Oh, whoops. I just made a mark on mine. Good, Savannah. You did yours. Good. And then you can draw a line on the... Yeah, good. Now draw a line on the bottom of it that just goes across here.
Okay.
And then you can put in, above that line, you can put in a circle, kind of like a dot or a thick dot. Like that. And then another one.
Why? Oh, I get it. Why?
And then when you go underneath that, you're going to draw a little curve that goes under that one. A curve that goes under that one.
He's like, I'm awake.
If you have any room.
Who?
You can draw a little
this little thing?
Yes. Yeah, go ahead and put you another dot
like
right there.
He's tired under his eyes.
You've got some room. You can make another dot right there.
Mine's like, ah!
Okay, let's put another.
Wait, do you have room?
No, I can't. You can't really see any more of mine. And then you can draw a line that goes up that's in between your dots. So if you've got 2 dots right here, start in the middle of them and draw a line that goes straight up.
That's 3. What do I do with 3?
So right in between these dots, you draw a straight line there.
Okay.
In between those dots. Good, and then you can put some little things inside this little square area here. I'm going to put like a little C.
Like that?
Yeah, good, perfect.
Can I put a Batman?
An L.
Batman.
A 7. Just some lines. Okay?
Okay.
Some lines inside that little
An L?
rectangle that we made. Yeah, a 7, a C. Or just put little lines however you want to do them in there. Good. Okay, now we're going to draw a line that comes down this front part like this. It just comes straight down. Just a little bit more. And then another line that starts right here and it touches that and it just comes out a little bit.
Okay. How was mine?
Yours is just going to come... Let me help you do yours, Bo. It's just because you don't have the room that we have. Okay, now we're going to put a square on the end of it, and then you're going to draw another one that comes up here and finishes about the same here. Good, and then draw it from this side. Draw a line that comes down, and then it curves into this one. Okay, and then you can put a flat part right there going across there. Okay, now you're going to draw a trapezoid. A trapezoid is a shape that has a sides that come in like this, and then it has a longer top than a bottom. And you're drawing that right in between, in the center of your wheels, and right about in line with the inside part. I guess the bottom of it could be where the center of your tires are.
Or would you make it like yours?
Oh, yours is going to be right here in the center. Here.
I kind of made mine like
and then draw that up there, and then that like there.
I made mine more like a TV than a Chinese rice box.
Chinese rice box. That's great.
Wait, how?
Okay, now we're going to draw a little line on the inside here and a little line on the inside here. Just following the lines, the outside side lines. Yeah, sure, perfect.
Mine's like a line that doesn't connect. Mine's like, how do you know, Toro? Here's your rice box.
Okay.
And then he dropped it on the floor.
Okay, here we go. Now we're going to go from this corner of that shape that we made and draw it up here and have it hit your shocks. It's coming above the tire. Do you see how it goes from here to above the tire, and it hits over there. It hits your shock.
Yeah.
And then same thing over here. You're drawing a line that goes from here to above the tire and hits the shocks on this other side. Good. Now draw another line that goes up here, and it could hit somewhere in the tire. But this line's getting thinner as it goes up towards the... Okay, and then draw another one on the other side. Same thing.
How?
You're just drawing it up towards there, and now on inside those two lines that we drew, we're going to draw zigzags. One that comes down like this, one that goes up like that, then it comes down and back and down and back all the way.
Down and back, down and back, and down and back.
Yeah, same thing here. Down, up. You're making triangles. Just draw a line that zigzags back and forth between those two lines that we just made.
Like that?
Yeah, and then keep going. Okay, now we're going to draw a line that comes right here from the bottom of that shape we made, and it comes down to the tire here. And I'm going to draw two lines and then make this a thick one. So it comes from the bottom of your shape, and it comes to over here. Bottom of that trapezoid shape.
How did you make yours huge?
I drew two lines and then filled it in. Okay, awesome. Now we have the whole suspension and kind of the structure and everything. Now let's go ahead and draw a line just from wherever your point is right here. We're just going to draw straight down until it hits your gauge there.
Yeah, that was really fast. That was really short. Let's see.
Okay, Bo, let's see. We're going to just, for yours, we're going to just draw a line across here and a line like this and a line like this, okay? Just hang in there. We're going to get to yours in a second. Okay, Savannah, now draw a line that comes down at an angle like this, and one that's over here that's down at an angle like this. And those are just for details. Now just do a second one right next to it.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Shoot. There. How do I just do
Yeah, you can do a little line that comes down like that. Stuff on your truck might be in different places. These trucks are, there's a lot of that's going on down here, and all of ours are different sizes, so just hang in there. Okay, now let's draw a straight line that goes across from here to your suspension, that line that we drew down across to your suspension on the front. So now on the back here, we're going to draw a line that comes out on the other side. If you can imagine, this line kept going and is drawn out here like that. And same thing for this one, a line that comes and it just comes past the suspension on the other side. And now just a very thin hoop like that touches the two of them. Yeah, yours is going to come just like this out here. Yours is kind of hard, Bo. And then one right here. And then here's your hoop.
Okay.
And then let's draw another straight line that comes across in between your engine and your suspension. It doesn't really matter where it is. So I'm going to close this thing off. If you can imagine this is going to be, we're going to color all of this. You're going to be able to see through here, but inside of all of this part will be gray, and then the suspension will be gray, and this is kind of like the bottom of the inside of the truck. Okay, so we're going to come out here and draw another one that comes this way, and it just comes to the bottom of your nose. And then we're going to draw another suspension or another part of the cage that comes here and hits your tire.
So like this.
And same thing here. This edge of this thing is coming all the way through
like this.
Both of these.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
Look,
goodness.
I have a big line.
Oh, we should have done less detail. Okay. Now we're going to draw the window. And the window is just going to follow this part back here. And then it's going to be, imagine a straight line going all the way across. Here comes a line that goes to there, and it doesn't come all the way because we're going to do one more on this side, and then the top, just like that. Now we're going to draw his teeth on this thing. And they start right here at the bottom, and it curves up, and it's going to follow this curve all the way around, but leave some room where you come up above it. Leave some room in here for this to come all the way around. Follow it all the way around. And then we're going to draw those teeth just right in here. They start in here. And don't draw them right next to each other. You need to spread these out, these lines. These are his teeth. But they all come down, and then they even come at an angle a little bit. All right, nice.
Mine's bad.
That's good. Okay. Now I'm going to draw a line that comes across right here, but you did your teeth kind of at an angle coming around, so that'll be fine. Now let's do some flames across the bottom. What you're going to want to do is start on the bottom and draw kind of a curvy line like this until it gets out here. And then you can just start at the tip and draw it back, and it gets bigger as it comes back down.
Like that?
Yeah.
It kind of looks like the one that we did the pie and Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it does. It kind of looks like the whipped cream. But you can also just draw straight, and then straight back, and then straight up, and straight back a little bit, but mix it up. See, this one didn't come as far. I only did it that far, and then I'm going to go up again, and then back down. But these are real thin.
That's what I tried.
That's okay. That's great. If this is your first time to draw fire, this is really hard.
Yeah, it's my first time actually ever drawing real fire. No, that's the part where it's supposed to say El Toro Loco, isn't it?
That's okay. It's going to be hard for us to write his name on here. We need to do one more line on here, and that's start on the outside of this hump and just draw it across somewhere, anywhere in there.
There, I did it.
Now, right here, you need to put the letter C.
Okay.
The letter C inside, somewhere here. This is his nostril. Then he goes...
He goes like, when he's on the ground, he blows dust out and he smoke, and he's like...
Yeah. Precisely. So put yourself a C in there. And you can even make the back side of the C a little bit thicker. See how I'm going to thicken up that line? And the last thing is either put dots or circles inside the circles that are on your wheel. So yeah, I'm going to do dots like this. Dot, dot, dot.
Yeah, I think dots are going to be my C looks like Pac-Man.
Yeah. And then you could even mix it up. I'll do dots, and then now I'm going to do little tiny circles. But you do them on every one of the deals except for inside every circle except for the one in the center. Don't do any on the tiny one that you put in the middle.
Okay. I'm pretty good with drawing little circles. I'm just not used to big circles.
And then one of the last things that we're gonna do is put one more point, one more horn. It'll start at the top of this hump, and you can draw a straight line like this that doesn't come out as far, and then it just comes back. Good. That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, y'all's look great. These are really awesome. Okay, now we're going to color ours in, and we'll see you at the end. I actually have another tutorial on how to color all of the inside. Make sure you watch that video. That will be in the description or attached or something that you can click on in this video. So, we'll see y'all at the end.
Woo!
Well, we're finished coloring ours in. I think they turned out pretty great. But what about yours?
Savannah had my red blankie, and he's very mad at Savannah because that's why she's coming close to him, to her.
Oh, El Toro has a red blankie?
No, so Savannah had a red blankie.
Oh, gotcha.
It was like,
Mine is doing the signature El Toro move.
Mine has really sharp horns, and he's like, don't you dare touch them.
Let me touch that horn. Ooh!
What? I told you why you shouldn't touch them. Hey, Dad.
Hope that you'll subscribe to our channel, share with your friends, maybe go to Monster Jam, draw this before you go to Monster Jam. Perhaps we'll see you at Monster Jam.
Yeah, who knows? We can make it if before we draw our fins and go to Monster Jam, we can draw our El Toro, and then we can count on El Toro. We can go El Toro.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Take them there.
Go El Toro.
Go El Toro. I got a picture that drew of you.
Yeah, you're the best.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time for another
We Draw!